Back to my channel, Double Jackpot. We got a good one for you today, people. Let's like and subscribe, and we'll get right into the Christopher Mitchell saga. You guys, I love the way y'all message and reach out to me on this cat. You know, Christopher Mitchell, interesting character. Not only is he a con man, but he is a liar, a narcissist, and he just is somebody that you really don't want nothing to do with. I mean, his wife must be going through. I mean, I can't even imagine what it must be like to be married into this type of this this kind of relationship. It's got to be just hard. Husband goes out and makes videos trying to lure people in to pay him. Let's talk about some of the things going on in their life right now and the scams they're working on. First and foremost, they're trying to lure you to the Facebook group to pay him that way. That's a crock. I mean, think about it, people. Y'all seen his videos where he brought people in to his video, into his Facebook group through videos, and then what's he do? He kicks them out, locks them out, takes their money, and kicks them to the curb. That in itself is wrong. You'll never have to pay a dime. So I mean, that's the number one thing that this guy's lost total credibility on, the Facebook group. So now he wants you to go in to be in this stupid inner circle. So if you talk about something or go against him or disagree with him, you get kicked out and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's why he's trying to get you over to the Facebook site. YouTube is obviously on to him. So he doesn't talk about money anymore, talking about paying him money. Think about it in the Mitchell videos. He doesn't talk about bringing any. He wants you to go to his Facebook group to talk about money. So look, his scams are running thin. He's not mentioning, you know, the price of these strategies. Okay, that's number one. Let's talk about the facts. I don't care. I would never pay for a system. I don't want to hear about a system. You're playing games of negative EV. Plain and simple. The odds are what they are. So if you flip a coin 7 times and you think there's a pattern, good for you. You know, good for you. But that doesn't change the fact that it's a random event every time. Whether it's a coin flip, rolling the ball on the roulette table, or dealing cards. You know, I believe a guy with everything going out there, I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to get caught up in all this YouTube drama. I'm fans of everybody. I don't dislike anybody out there. And I'm a big, you know, supporter of this person that said this. The negative EV games, the odds don't change. I think several people have said this, but one person said it better than anybody, and I'll reach out to them. Also, so I mean, if you're going to come and listen as these scammers tell you about how they have these strategies, forget it. There's nothing. I mean, first they want you to believe there's a pattern, this pattern. Like the Asian people playing Baccarat, they absolutely believe in this pattern. If that's how you believe it, you know, fine. You know, and guess what? If I was going to play Baccarat and I'm playing at a table and there's 5 in a row on banker, there's a good chance I'm going to go with that strategy. I don't even call it a strategy, that play, but that doesn't mean it has any difference than if you're going to play banker. So let's get that straight. But, you know, would I play that? You know, possibly. The way I look at it when I play Baccarat, I look at the person laying the most chips down, and if they're winning, I just tail them. Yeah, so that's all I do. And I don't go in there with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of expectations. So I'm not doing it to pay my mortgage, feed my wife, buy baby wipes and formula and diapers. So let's get that straight. It's strictly recreational. Okay, those are the two things. The fact that I don't believe in any systems, I'm not going to pay money for any systems, and I surely am not going to believe somebody that's, you know, comes on and makes a YouTube channel and says, hey, I'm a professional gambler. He's done that on all of a year. He's said how much money he's lost. There's no way he's recouped those losses, you know. And then he's talking about luring you over to the Facebook group to get your money that way. And let's just talk about morality and ethics. You know, he's kicked people out. He's ripped people off. He didn't invent martingale. You know, his first strategy was just martingale. You know, when you're in your fifth and sixth martingale, you're just trying to get back to even. So that's not even a good bet. You're betting just to get even in a little profit. That the risk to reward there is foolish, because you're going to get knocked out of the game and you're going to lose everything. So it's better to stop your losses way before your fifth and sixth martingale, or whatever he says. And that's not anything he's invented. There's no strategies to invent. First of all, at the time period we live in, there is no strategies. And I'm going to finish off saying this, because I don't want this video to go too long. Being the GOAT, having the personalized license plate on the GOAT, and then telling the whole people out there and across the nation, across the world, that you're the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You know, I would expect, you know, somebody like Tom Brady, somebody like Michael Jordan, somebody like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, some of these guys that are, you know, the best at what they do. We could talk about rock bands, we could talk about country western singers, we can talk about celebrities. Fine, have no problem with that. But we're talking about a 5'7" guy that's on YouTube trying to scam money from you, literally scam money from you, because anything he's giving you is nothing you can't get on the internet. There's nothing that he has that's original. There's nothing that he has that's trademarkable or copyrightable. There's nothing. So let's get that straight. So he claims to be this great Christian person. Lord knows I've made my mistakes, you know. We all move and learn from them. You know, there's nobody perfect, but you're going to say you're the greatest of all time and then be this Christian humble person. It just doesn't jive, you know. It's nothing. And he's not joking about it. When I do these videos, in my parodies, I'm having fun and I'm joking. I'm trying to give you all information to keep you all entertained and to bring some light to the fact that this guy's a scammer. But if you think, because he has these license plates and he's over there talking, honestly, trying to make you believe that he's this celebrity type status, that he's known all over the world, that he's the GOAT. I mean, in his little Christian world that he also claims to be in, that's pretty, you know, that leaves a bad taste in your mouth as well. You know, everybody can be forgiven for what they've done, no problem there. But I mean, think about this guy. This guy has said he's never going to work. He's not going to work. He makes fun of a guy digging a ditch, saying that's not smart work. You know, I know people that work so hard in the professions that I do in real life, and you know, that's just the way it is. You know, people have to do what they can do, how they feed their family, pay their bills. You know, a lot of people can say, Christopher Mitchell, you're doing the most unethical thing in the world, morality, you're gambling for a living. I'm sure that's a very Christian, godly-like thing to do. You know, I'm not here to judge you. I could care less what you do. I'm just pointing out the facts. You know, bringing stuff that means something so people can say, he wants me to gamble for a living, quitting my job, working smart. Then I'm going to have GOAT on the license plate, beat my chest and brag about how much money I have. Look at this, I got 50,000. You know, it's just, it's nothing any God-fearing person would buy into. So, you know, this guy just keeps digging and digging and digging. You know what, Christopher Mitchell, when you start digging a hole that you're going to eventually sink, my advice to you is quit digging, you know. Anyway, I hope you like and subscribe to this video. It's just opening up the facts on who he is. It's saying a little bit more on the 3 things that I did go over. The Facebook group, luring for the money. The fact that he thinks he's the GOAT and this good Christian person. And then the fact that he's playing games and he thinks there's strategies, and he invented the martingale strategy and all these other strategies. He's posted literally 20 different strategies over the last year. And that's all I got to say. Like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you on the next video.